Sans, tiny human, how is the packing coming along?
It's going great, bro. We're practically a couple of pack mules.
How on earth can this even be considered packing? Sans, you lazy bones, we have to have all our belongings packed and ready to move to the surface. In 2 mere hours we will miss dinner with everyone at this rate, and...
Don't worry, Pap. Moving all this stuff is going to be a cinch. Trust me.
Fine. Just put more backbone into it, will you? I hate being the only responsible monster here.
Well, kiddo, guess we better make like some eggs and get cracking, huh? Let's see. Where should we start? What's up, kiddo? Nice job, kid. Your packing peanut angel suits you. You are the angel to monsters, after all. Sorry we gotta pick it up so soon. But you know, we don't want to rattle bro's bones. Well, I think that was a bona fide success, huh, kid? Oh, thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience. I'm here all week. Hey, we just say we get out of here and hit Grillby's one last time. Hey, Pap, we're gonna be over at Grillby's, so feel free to meet us there when you're done.
Wait just a moment, Sans. You cannot simply walk out, you lazy. Well, at least he did some work for a change.
Huh? Oh, sorry for the hold-up, kid. Don't worry, I'm fine. I've just been thinking. For the longest time, we monsters have wanted nothing more than to escape the underground. And now that we're heading out, I can't help but feel a little nostalgic. I'm actually going to miss this old place. Even after everything that's happened. Anyway, let's head out, before Pap tries to catch us. And so I said, it's no problem, and... whoa. Well, talk about clearing out. Wonder if Grillbs had a fire sale. The only time I've ever seen this place so empty was when Jerry showed up for karaoke night.
And now we'll always... Hey, where'd everybody go?
You and other monsters ditched Jerry. I had a feeling I would be seeing you two today.
Hey, you Grillbs. Staying fired up with your move over here?
Indeed. Finishing up the last bit here. How are you three doing with your packing?
The kid and I finished in a snap, but Pap is still working himself to the bone. As usual. How's it going here?
With help of Greater Dog, my daughter and I were able to get the majority of the lot to the surface. There are only a few things left.
Well, if you need help moving the last of it up to the surface, I can give you a hand.
Thank you, my friend. But before that, I have something for the two of you. Even if this spot is closing, I still have to treat its patrons. Here you are, a hot chocolate for you, young Frisk, and a fresh bottle of ketchup for you, Sans.
Sweet. You're the monster, Grillbs.
Can you believe we are moving on from this place, Sans? It still does not seem possible.
I was saying the same thing to Frisk before we got here. Us monsters are finally getting what we've dreamed of.
But still, I have come to appreciate the good times we all shared here. In fact, this is the very bar where we first met and became friends. Do you remember?
Of course I remember. When I used the old whoopee cushion in the hand trick. Your reaction was way too priceless to forget.
Sans, that was not our first time meeting. Have you truly forgotten that night? I suppose it was a long time ago.
Nah, I remember it as clear as day. I just figured you'd forgotten about that.
You ask how Sans and Grillby first met. Well, I suppose I could explain, if you do not mind, Sans.
Sure, knock yourself out.
Let us see. It was about 16 years ago. I was working for my father at this very bar as a busboy. I was 12 then, and on that particular night, I was simply taking out the trash. I never could have imagined what I found in that back alley. Why does Dad always make me take out the... Who's there? Oh, wait, come back. Please hold on. I am sorry that I startled you. Were you looking for something just now? Are you hungry?
Did you just ask if I was hungry? You Usually when monsters find me digging through their trash, they have a bone to pick with me after. But you're not mad?
No, of course not. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what are you doing out here all alone?
Actually, I'm not alone. I have my little brother with me. He and I haven't eaten in a while, so I decided to stop in Snowdon for some food. But all the shops are closed, and I don't have the money to pay for the food anyway. I'm sorry for going through your trash, but I really should get going.
This poor kid does look like he is starving, and he has a little brother with him. I have to help. Hold on. Please wait here for a minute. I promise I will be right back.
Huh?
That night, I knew that I had to do something to help, even if it meant lying to my father. I knew I would be punished somehow afterwards, but I wasn't about to let anyone go hungry if I had to say it. I was prepared to steal from my own father. Here we go.
Grilby? Where is our last order? What are you doing back there?
Sorry, father. I did not cook the order properly. I will get on the next one when I am done with the trash.
Very well, but be quick about it.
Oh, hey, there you are. You ran off in such a flash. I figured I'd hang like you asked.
Thank you for waiting. I apologize for my sudden disappearance, but... Here, this is for you. I packed 2 hamburgers, 2 large fries, ketchup, and mustard packets. I believe you should be set. I apologize for there not being more.
What? But I can't pay for...
Oh no, you do not owe me anything. We can start a tab if you really wanted, but... Please, take it for your brother and yourself. After all, even skeletons cannot live on empty stomachs, can they? Sorry, that was a horrible pun. I apologize.
Good one. I can't thank you enough for...
My name is Groby. My friends call me Grills for some strange reason.
Grills. I like it. My name's...
Grilby! Where on earth are you? We have customers waiting.
Oh no, Father. I am sorry, Father. I was just talking to a friend of mine and... Huh? Where did he go? He was just here. When I saw Sans and Papyrus together for the first time, I could immediately tell just how much Sans cared for his brother. The two of them were obviously hungry, but Sans let his brother eat before him. I wanted to call out to them, but I had a feeling they did not want my father to see them and get caught. Papyrus waved at me, thanking me, I suppose. I did not deserve it. I wished I could have done more, but... The next thing I knew, they vanished out of thin air. After that night, I believed I would never see Sans or Papyrus again. The experience influenced my life substantially, and I dedicated my time to serving people here as my father had intended since I was born. Then, about 10 years later, Sans and Papyrus suddenly reappeared in Snowdon. Sans and I never really talked about that night, but even now, I cannot help but wonder. Where were you and Papyrus for all those years, Sans? Why were you two homeless back then?
There really isn't much to tell, Grobes. It's a pretty boring story. Besides, the kid doesn't want to have to listen to a long, old story like that. Isn't that right for... Aw, geez, kid, not you too. Listen, you two. I have my reasons for staying quiet about our story. Honestly, I've never told it to anyone. Partly because I don't really like living in the past, and also because I don't want my past to change what I've got now. And trust me, if you knew of some of the things I've done, I doubt you'd ever be able to see me the same way again. But if you really want to hear the truth, there's one term you have to agree to first.
That is it. This is the final sock, Sans. I know he had simply hidden that sock he left downstairs months ago somewhere instead of taking it to his room. This time I will not give in to his lazy ways. Sans will just have to carry his revolting sock as punishment. It is about time that I, Master Organizer Papyrus, imbue proper habits into that skull of his. I swear, what would Sans do without? Huh?
But if you really want to hear the truth, there's one term you have to agree to first. You can't tell Papyrus anything I'm about to tell you.
Sans?
What? Sans? Why would you want to hide your own past from Papyrus? As your brother, he deserves to hear such information. Why not simply tell him the truth as well?
It's not that simple, Grilby.
What on earth do you mean? Sans, he is your family just as we are. I know Papyrus will understand whatever you have to tell.
You don't know a damn thing about what I've done. You can't understand how this feels even now. Damn. I'm sorry, Grilbs. I haven't lost my cool like that for a long time. I understand what you're saying, but I just can't tell him. Sorry, pal, but if you want to hear anything, I really need you to stick to that term.
I see. Then I suppose I will have to agree to it. I will not say a word to Papyrus, if it would benefit you both as you seem to believe. Forgive me, Papyrus, but I believe Sam needs to rid his mind of his secrets if he is to move on.
Well then, kid, I guess it's your turn. Sorry to even ask you this. I know how close you and Bro are, but if you are determined to hear this story, then I need your word.
Very good, Frisk. You have impressed even Master Chef Papyrus.
You promise not to tell Papyrus, and feel your guilt crawling on your back.
Well then, I guess there's no going back then, huh? Okay, I'll tell you everything there is to know about my bro and I. You might as well get comfortable. This story is no walk in the park. Guess it's time to break a leg then, huh? Man, I've never had stage fright before.
Sans, what are you hiding from me?
Let's start off the old-fashioned way, huh? Once upon a time, monsters and humans lived in peace. But even during a time of peace, the king of all monsters still had his loyal followers, the royal guards, monsters of integrity and strength. One such monster was known for her unparalleled magical skills and her quick wit. For both attacks and puns, her name was Ariel. She was one of the elite royal guards to King Asgore. She was fast, bright, and funny as hell. She could make anyone smile or laugh.
It's my precious little funny bone, huh?
Especially her baby bones brat, Sans. Yep, I was Mom's first monster kid. I don't remember a whole lot of our time together. But what I do remember is that Mom was really something. She was so kind, was always smiling. I looked up to her so much that I started picking up joke books as soon as I could read. I was her funny bone after all. Had to live up to the name.
I'm so proud.
And even though she was a single mom taking care of a little monster kid, she still trained hard and helped others in the Royal Guard get stronger every day. Mom and I only had each other, and sometimes I got lonely when she was away. On those days, I'd ask if I had a dad. She would always answer with a smile.
Sans, you have a father, and I know he loves you very much. Someday, I'm sure you two will meet him. But until then, I know that I'm always here for you.
And then, one day, both of our lives totally changed when Mom came home with a little bundle of bones.
There's my little funny bone. I have someone I want you to meet. Sans, say hello to your baby brother Papyrus. Uh-oh, it sounds like someone wants their big brother. Would you like to hold him, Sans?
Okay. First time I held Papyrus, I was so nervous my bones were rattling. He was so small, I thought if I moved even an inch, he would turn to dust or start wailing. But instead, Pap smiled at me like I'd never seen anyone smile before. Just like that, the fear went away.
Hey there, Papyrus. My name's Sans. I'm your big bro. Don't worry, I got you. That's my good little bro.
And just like that, Pap and I were stuck together like glue. I still remember how I felt that day. It was like a hole in my soul had been filled in seconds. All of the loneliness I felt went away. All I cared about from that moment on was seeing Pap smile again and again. The three of us were so happy together, and even without a father, we were a perfect family. But as I learned since then, nothing can stay the same forever.
Look at you, Papyrus. My scarf looks much better on you, huh? You take good care of it.
Mom, what's going on? Why is everyone being sent underground? Aren't you coming with us?
Sans, don't worry. Everything is going to be fine. We're just having a little disagreement with the humans right now, and King Asgore needs the royal guard to talk things out. Be good little monsters and stay together until I get back. And Sans, be my brave funny bone and take care of your brother, okay?
Don't worry, Mom. I'll keep an eye socket on him.
That was the day that the war of monsters and humans started. Humans, afraid that monsters would absorb their souls and become all-powerful, attacked us monsters without mercy. The humans, with their physical forms, completely overpowered the monsters that fought back with Asgore. But they fought on anyway, even when monster dust clouded the sky. It was the third day, the last day of the war, that changed everything.
Where did that human go? Did she run away? Sans, Papyrus, I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna make it home. I love you both to death. Please, be good. Please, take good care of our boys. I love you three so much.
Mom died that day, like so many other monsters. The rest of us were trapped in the underground by the barrier. And just like that, Pap and I were alone.